Hi, I'm Amy from Meet Spares, and in this video I'll be showing you how to replace the drain hose on a Hoover washing machine. If your washing machine is leaking, then you'll need to check the drain hose for any splits, and if you find any, it will need replacing. So we're going to go through the process step by step, so let's get started. There are a few tools that you'll need to replace the drain hose, and these are a 7mm socket, a pair of pin nose pliers or bent pin nose pliers, and a bowl. And of course you'll also need a new drain hose, so we'll include a link in the description below on where to get one. And finally, you can also have some safety gloves if you wish. Safety first, always make sure that your washing machine is disconnected from the water supply before starting, and make sure that it's switched off and unplugged from the mains before carrying out any repair or maintenance. To replace the drain hose, we'll need to work inside the machine from the bottom. So we'll need to lean the machine carefully back against a solid and stable surface. With the machine leaning back, you can remove the plastic from under the machine by pulling it through with your fingers. You should be able to see these gaps in the base, but you can put your fingers in to do so. Then at this point, we're going to want to place a bowl beneath the drain pump. This will help you avoid spillages later on. At this point, it's a good idea to empty the emergency drain hose if your machine has one. This will get rid of any excess water that's in the drum of your machine, and we can just pop the cap and empty it into the bowl we placed down here. Then once it's empty, we can replace the cap and replace it back into the machine. Using your 7mm socket, you can unscrew the two 7mm nuts from the underside of your drain pump. Now we can remove the drain pump itself by reaching beneath the pump and sliding it inwards towards the inside of the machine. This will separate the drain pump from the two retainer guides it's attached to. And once you've done this, you'll be able to pull the pump under and out of the cabinet. So now that we've removed the pump, we can see where the drain hose connects. So we'll first need to remove this plug, and we can keep it out of the way to avoid it getting wet later. And we can use our pliers to undo this metal clip that's connecting the hose to the pump. Then we can pull the hose away. At this point, water might leak as well, so this is where the bowl will come in handy. Now that the drain hose is disconnected, we can simply pull it through from the back of the machine. Now that your old drain hose is removed, it's time to begin fitting the new one. But before we do that, we'll need to know the appliance's model number. This will ensure that you get the correct part that will match your appliance's make and model. So if you're unsure of your model number, take a look at our video up here on how to find the model number on your washing machine. To start fitting the new hose, you can simply feed it through the hole that you removed the old one from. Then we can refit the hose to the pump, and using our pliers we can move the metal clip back into place. Then finally we can reattach the other plug that we removed, then reattach the pump. Here you can see the two edges on the moulding as well as the two lips on the inside of the drain pump housing. It's important to take note of these, as these will be important when securing the drain pump. Making sure that the flap at the front is closed, we can move the pump into place. We can do that by lining up the lips here. Then you can push the drain pump to the front of the cabinet and secure it back into place with the two 7mm screws that we removed earlier. Finally, refit the plastic that was beneath your washing machine by feeding it into position and clipping the wings into place. And there you have it, how to replace the drain hose on your Hoover washing machine. Whilst you're here, it's also important to know that replacing faulty parts isn't the only way that you can keep your machine working at its best. It's also really important to make sure that you clean it regularly to keep it working properly. If you found that your washing machine isn't smelling its best or is a little bit on the dirtier side, then take a look at our video down here on how to clean a smelly washing machine, and then hopefully your appliance will be spotless and smelling fresh in no time. Before you go, be sure to subscribe to our channel for regular appliance repairs, maintenance videos and all things e-spares. Thanks for watching!